Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Northwoods Beer Guy Podcast. This is Mike, the Northwoods Beer Guy, and as always, on this road trip here, I am joined once again by Jim.
Hi, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Another great day.
Yeah.
It's a good day to be drinking beer.
Exactly. It's a little warmer out. The snow is melting.
It might be spring around the corner.
Could be. We're keeping our fingers crossed. Hopefully.
Knock on some wood.
Hopefully. So today we are actually in Lee Summit, Missouri. And we are at Smoke Brewing Company.
Yes.
And when we walked in, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit surprised. They had...
They decorate.
They decorated for St. Patrick's Day, and it's like incredibly decorated for St. Patrick's Day.
There might be a tipping point when you go over the top.
Yeah. This is
we're
right on that edge.
We are stretching to the limit of... I don't think you can actually get anything more on the ceiling. I mean, every chair is green.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't necessarily think you can get... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff hanging. That's impressive.
No, I don't know. I tried to look up some stuff, but I don't know if it's the brewery is connected to the restaurant, which looks like an Irish pub restaurant. So I don't know that connection there.
Right.
But that might be why they're going way over the top.
It could be. It could be. And they say you can see that in the front. They've got like the garage doors that they open up in the summer. So that's cool.
I bet you it takes them a while to put all this stuff
I was going to say, yeah, I was going to ask how long ago did they start to decorate for this?
Or it always stays up year round.
No, I don't think so. Because the other time I was here,
you guys
this stuff wasn't here before. But
it's nice. I mean, it's not. I don't know if I would do this much stuff, but it looks decent.
Yeah, it looks good. So, well, hey, speaking of looking good, we've got a couple of flights sitting in front of us.
All right. Well, yeah, it's time to drink beer then.
I guess we got to drink some beer. So no, they have 12 different beers on tap, and their flights are 5 per flight.
Yes.
So we just picked a couple of them that we didn't necessarily need, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
this should be good. It's a good variety.
Yeah. Yep. So I guess this one we start this way.
Yep.
So the first one we have here is the Herd of Turtles.
All right, I do have a little bit on it.
Okay, I see. It says it's an American Pilsner, 4.4%.
Well, they're on the interwebs. It said 5%.
Okay.
20 IBUs, and it says we brew this American Pilsner with a little bit of New Zealand flair from the use of Wakatou hops.
It's easy for you to say.
Yeah. It's a nice, easy drinking Pilsner with a touch of lime flavor imparted by the hops.
Okay.
All right.
Definitely clear. I mean,
Yes.
it looks like a Pilsner.
It's definitely light.
Yeah.
Well, I can smell
Yeah, I say it's
something.
It's not bad. It has more flavor than I was going to figure it would.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
for a Pilsner?
Yeah, I was expecting it to be very watery.
Right.
You know, and it's not. It does have some flavor to it. So.
But I don't know what the New Zealand piece is.
Right.
How that...
I'm sure that's part of it.
And I don't taste a lot of lime with it.
Right.
I mean, there's probably just a little bit. Maybe that's what the flavor is.
Yep. Could be. I mean, it definitely would be a lawnmower beer.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's got decent enough flavor for that if it was ice cold on a hot day.
And it's low ABV.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Not bad at all.
No.
I could drink a can of that.
Right. I was going to say, I think that it was a good way to start off the flights here with that one because it's pretty
mellow.
Pretty mellow.
What are you thinking? Since
Boys, score-wise, I'm going to go like a 2.6, a little better than average.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to knock your socks off.
No. And like I said, it's all right. But I'm hoping some of the other ones have a little more flavor to them. So
I'm going to say the same, 2.6.
Okay.
See how that flies.
Yep. I say hopefully we haven't painted ourselves in a corner already.
On the first one. All right.
All right. Well, the second beer that we have on this first flight is their Flyover Wheat. It's an American wheat.
Well,
it says 4%.
All right. So they said it's a wheat beer / American pale wheat.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. It's not an American pale ale, right?
No.
It'd be different.
It's different, but it almost has a look of like a hazy IPA a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not quite as hazy, but it's...
So it says a riff on the beers that you grew up on if you lived in the Midwest. Brewed with lemon peel, orange peel, and a dash of coriander.
Uh-oh.
Soft on the palate.
Uh-oh. Don't get upset.
There's flowers in there.
Oh, that definitely has more flavor than the first one.
I can smell something.
Yeah, you definitely get the lemon. You can taste the coriander, but it's not like, super strong.
Right. It's almost like the lemon and the orange counteract each other.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely stands out, I think, is the lemon peel and the orange that do for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the coriander, maybe the aroma, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but
no, I mean, I know one of our guests hates coriander.
Right.
Coriander is not rounded out. It's more the aroma.
Really, the wheat flavor, which you'd expect, it really doesn't.
It's not there.
You don't notice that as much either. It's kind of impressive. I'm liking this one better than the first one.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not a big wheat guy, but the wheat is not overpowering. The wheat yeast is not.
Now, would I drink a whole bunch of those? Probably not. I think the flavor of it you might get tired of eventually, but you could definitely do a can of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is not bad in any.
So for a score, I guess, what are you thinking on that one?
Gosh, I'm trying to not only take into account the wheat beer part that actually tastes decent,
right?
The lemon and the orange peel. Gosh, I think I'm gonna go 2.8.
Okay.
I know it's not like a super high score, but I'm maybe if I would have liked more wheat beer, maybe I'd give it a little higher. But I guess for me, not being a wheat guy, I'll just stick with that and see how it rolls.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
I agree 100% with you. I'm going to 2.8 as well. Like I said, I do like the flavor of it. I think if you had a couple glasses of it, that lemon orange peel flavor might start to wear on you after a little bit.
I think you're right.
But the wheat doesn't stand on the coriander. I really am not picking up a huge amount of coriander, which is good.
Just the aroma.
The aroma, yeah. So
and that's not over the top bad either. So
I agree.
That's good so far.
Yeah,
we're lucky. We're knocking on wood.
Yeah. So yes, we. This place also has barbecue.
Yes.
And so we've been in the process of ordering that while we've been doing this. So it'll be interesting to see how the food is.
We've already sampled a little bit of the appetizer, and that was
really good. Yeah, really good stuff. So
our fingers are crossed.
Definitely.
So what do you got next?
We might as well try another one while we're waiting.
All right.
So now we have Shelter in Haze, a hazy IPA. 6.4% ABV.
All right, so what it says on the interwebs, this is a double dry hopped IPA. 6.4%, 30
IBUs.
A double dry hop hazy IPA featuring Mosaic and Eldorado hops for a soft fruit note of pineapple, melon, and berries. Now
this is definitely hazy.
But you know what's weird is, they talk about these like berries, but the color's not. It's yellowish in color.
Yep, exactly. Boy, the aroma smells like a hazy, juicy IPA.
All right. Oh, wow.
Personally, I think the aroma is a little better than the flavor. The flavor's got a little bit of a funk on the end.
I'm trying to figure out what the flavor is because it's got so many different things going on in there.
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Yes, it does. Boy.
The aroma is scary.
The aroma is a stronger smell.
That double dry hop aroma really comes through.
Yep.
Boy. But I guess for me, not being an IPA guy, it's not the aroma is more scary than the taste.
Right.
But the taste then is really hard to decipher what it is.
The only bad part for me on the taste is that the very finish has kind of a little bit of a funk to it. I don't know how you want to describe it, but
and it's hard to get pineapple, melon, berries.
Yeah,
I think they washed themselves out with the flavor.
I was going to say I definitely kind of get. I thought it was almost more of a lemony,
right? I mean, I think they could have stuck with one of those fruits and tried to mix them all together.
Right, I agree.
I don't know if it helps it more by mixing more fruit together.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of one of those when you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and especially coming from me that I don't like IPAs.
Yeah.
It's not, you're 100% right with the aroma is more scary than the flavor.
Yeah.
But that flavor is just, I can't pick it apart to like at least when it says the notes of pineapple, melon, berries, I don't.
I could say, if anything, I get pineapple, but not berries. And anyway, melon, I think, is such a delicate flavor that it really wouldn't.
It is probably not watermelon, right? It's probably a different
I'm sure it's like some kind of cantaloupe, or something like that. Was what I would guess.
That's
but I'm not really picking that up. So
what are you thinking?
I'm going to go at 2.4. I don't mind it, but I think there's too much trying to happen, and it kind of drowned it out.
Yes. Yep. So you're 2.4. I was going to say the exact same number.
Okay.
2.4. But for me, that's actually a high number.
Right.
So even though it is below the average on the overall rating, for me, for IPAs, the special double dry hop,
it's not bad.
Right. It's not bad.
You know.
So this is a decent score.
Yes.
So
like I said, I don't mind it, but I think after a glass, I might get a little tired of that flavor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
there's no doubt about that.
Yep. All right. Well, let's go on to our next one, since this is another hazy IPA.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to compare the two. So this is their Galactic Vineland Hazy IPA, 4.7% ABV. And it just says it's a New England hazy. We really don't have any.
Right, and on the interwebs it says 6.1%.
Yeah, so I don't know which one it is. Interesting.
Well, it looks hazy.
This one definitely has an orange juice kind of look to it.
Yes.
It's not as strong of aroma as the last one.
Yeah, the aroma is not as strong.
You can tell this is in New England because it's the aroma, the flavor is not quite as sharp as the last one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That because the first one was just a hazy. This one is a New England, so you can tell the difference in those two. I don't know which one is better. You know what I mean?
Wow, that one for me is a little harder to.
Yeah, I mean it's
chew down.
Yeah, it's got a little more of a. I'm not sure what you'd want to.
And this is the Galactic Vineland.
Vineland. Ooh, huh? Well,
yeah. Is it bad?
The aftertaste to me is worse on this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
This is a little. I almost got to chew this one down.
Boy, score-wise, I think I'm going to go like a 2.2. Oh, I like the other one a little better. That one was more juicy. This one is definitely a little bit of a, I don't know, it's like a drier kind of a.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I couldn't. They had nothing.
They didn't have anything else on there. So.
Yeah, like my mouth right now is just tingling.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
I'm gonna have to dip it down a little bit. I'm gonna have to say 2.0. This one, there's something weird.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah,
but there is something.
It was something different. So
going on there. All right, maybe we better get the next one.
So now we're getting out of the IPAs, and we are getting their Celtic Cross, Irish Red Ale.
Yes.
Which fits in with the motif, you know?
Hopefully this is one of those good Irish beers.
Yeah, exactly. 5.8% ABV.
And that matched.
Yep.
A medium-bodied Irish red with well-balanced malty and caramel notes and a slightly bitter, crisp hop finish.
Okay.
Well, we don't want it as bitter as that last one.
Right, exactly.
There was something.
This one, it definitely has that reddish kind of amber color.
Yep.
Oh, you can smell like a malty.
Oh, you can smell.
Oh, yeah.
The aroma's there.
That's not bad. That's better than the last one for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, that's what I would expect for an Irish red. And the nice thing is it's not a dry red like some of them we've had.
Wow.
This one's pretty good.
That stays in your mouth. That canceled out all the IPA flavor that was in there.
Yes, it did.
Wow.
I agree with you there. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I get like a caramel flavor. No. But I definitely get that malty, Irish red, classic type flavor that you expect.
Yeah, and the maltiness is almost like the burn malts.
Yeah, a little bit of the toasted malts or whatever. Ooh. Yeah, it's not bad.
Ooh, doggy.
Well, I guess you're not liking it as much as I am. So this may be our first bigger variation in score.
Well,
what do you think?
It is better than the Galactic Vineland.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go 2.1.
Okay.
I'm way out there.
I'm gonna go 2.7.
Oh wow!
I like that one. I think it's pretty good. But here again, I think 1 pint glass would be good, and I'd be like, okay, I'm good with that. I'll switch to something else.
Finish, does the finish linger on for you?
Yeah. It's definnot bad.
Oh, I mean, and for me, it's not a good finished flavor. It's like that malty. Yeah,
it's not bad. I don't mind it. So here we start on this end. Yeah. Yep. And then work our way back. So we are on flight number 2. We survived the first flight.
Whew, barely. I was a little concerned. It started off good, and then it we kept slipping down. I'm like,
Now, they do have a hard lemonade, but we did pass on that one.
Yep.
To try some of their more quote-unquote normal beers, I guess you could say. So so the first one on this flight that we have is their Czech Pilsner. And this is a 5.2% ABV. And I don't see
anything on that one.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's going to be pretty standard. It looks like a Pilsner, like a Czech Pilsner.
And this is 5.2.
It's not bad, but I think we've had other Czech Pilsners that are a little bit better, I think.
Well, there's something going on there.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. It's a different flavor.
Where's Toby when you need him?
Yeah.
Wow,
Boy, I don't know. Score-wise, I do think we've had other Czech Pilsners that are better.
Yeah, my mom. I didn't think anything could cancel out that flavor from the Irish Red, and it's already canceled that.
Yeah, it's got bitterness to it that lingers.
Yeah, it's just like, ooh, wow.
Boy, I don't know. Score-wise, I'm thinking like a boy. Have I used it? I'm gonna do a 2.3.
2.3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think
it's like just that I don't know, that bitter taste to it. It's just kind of like oof.
I think I'm gonna go with 2.2. Right with you there.
Yep.
Oh, that was
interesting.
Wow. Very, very different.
Yeah. All right. Well, the second one on this flight we have is their Cold Low Sea.
Yeah,
India Pale Lager. A lager, 6.3%.
All right, let's hope this one cleans my palate.
I think that one's better.
Yeah,
that one's better than
a lot better.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wow, that one's one of the better ones.
Yeah,
that's really.
I was gonna say that is. I wasn't sure what to expect with it.
So. But can you educate me when it says the India Pale Lager instead of India Pale Ale?
Instead of an ale, they lager it. So they start off. It takes longer.
Okay.
The yeast they have to keep, and I think is it raising the temperature or lowering the temperature? I can't remember which way it is, but it takes longer to lager something. And that's where you get kind of that,
because whatever they did,
flavor, that smooth flavor. Yeah,
it's much better than.
Yeah, I would agree.
Than an IPA.
Yep.
Wow, I'm glad we found something.
What are you thinking on that one?
Well, I think I'm gonna go with 2.7.
Okay.
I like that one a lot better than the other ones here.
Yep.
So
I think let's see. I'm just looking here.
Yep.
Dang it, I'm in a corner. I'm gonna go 2.6.
Okay.
But I do think it is definitely better. I'm impressed with it.
Yeah.
They did a good job on that one.
Really good.
Yeah. The next one I'm a little concerned about. Just because, now we did pass up on their extra special bitter.
Yep.
We did not pick that one. But we have their other one here. It's their Veta Pils, which is an Italian Pilsner.
Italian Pilsner.
Yes. And I've had a couple Italian Pilsners before, and typically they're not as good as what we're used to.
Oh.
So we'll see. I mean, it looks like a Pilsner, very crisp and clean.
My fingers are crossed. It's not much for aroma.
No. Flavor-wise, it's not as bad as, I've had some in a can. I think you and I had one that time on the import beers, and it wasn't very good. But this one is surprisingly better than that.
I mean, flavor-wise, it's not over the top.
Right.
It's pretty mellow flavor-wise.
Yep. I agree.
I can't pick out much for flavor.
No. A little bit. There's less than your Czechs and things like that.
Wow.
Boy,
I don't know.
It does have a little bit of a weird thing to it, but I'm going to go, I'm just running down my scores. I'll do a 2.1.
2.1?
Yeah. Like I said, it's just kind of a little bit of a weird, and it's not this beer particularly, but it's that style.
Right. I was actually going to go a 2.5.
Oh, dang.
I mean, I don't mind it. Mm-hmm. It's not offensive.
Yep.
And I think I could drink a whole can.
Yeah, right. I think the one thing I've learned over the few years that, of trying some of those, I don't think I'm a big Italian Pilsner fan.
Right.
You know? So...
Yeah, Ooh.
So we got
all right.
We got two left, and I guess we could just keep going right in order. This is the only dark one that they had, and this is their oatmeal stout.
All right,
and it's 7.3%,
highest ABV,
and the only dark one that we've had. You're gonna get a little bit of aroma, not a huge amount though.
Ooh,
that's got flavor.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say that's not bad.
No.
Actually,
Wow.
I do get a little bit of maybe a little bit of a vanilla type flavor.
Yeah, and I couldn't find anything on that one.
Yeah. I wish we could have, because it'd been interesting to see what they said. But boy, this is not. I could drink this. This is pretty good.
And it doesn't taste like 7.3%. That's
No, not at all.
really decent.
Boy, I think score-wise, this one is going to be in a 3 range for me.
All right, what are you thinking?
I'm going to go like a 3. I'll go 3.0.
You blew the top off.
I blew the top off. I do think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's got that little bit of a kind of a almost a caramely vanilla type flavor to it. And yeah, I mean, this one, it's very smooth and I like it. It's good.
I think I'll go right with you, 3.0.
Okay.
That's good. All right, so we're on number 10.
Number 10.
Uh-oh.
And this is another pale ale.
It just says pale ale. So
They do have a write-up on it,
They
though.
do. They do have a little bit. So it says 5.6 ABV.
Yep, 36 IBUs.
Which is weird for a pale ale, right? Mm-hmm. Lower. Brewed with all the classic American pales in mind. Light golden amber in color, a touch of caramel, warrior, cascade, and centennial hops.
Rounded out, huh? So like a pale ale should be not as hoppy as like an IPA. So
Okay, fingers are crossed.
that's not bad. I don't mind that.
The aroma isn't strong.
No, I was gonna say, and it's almost got a little bit of it almost had a little bit of a piney taste to me, but it doesn't hang on. You know what I mean? It dissipates pretty quick.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
I mean, it's an American pale ale, so
Yeah. So it should be a little bit lower,
Right.
and such, but
I mean, like
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, the IBU part might actually line up right.
Yeah, right.
It's not bad.
What it does, that initial aftertaste is almost like a pine
Right.
kind of a thing, but then it goes away.
Yeah,
I don't mind that. That is not too
What
bad.
are you thinking?
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go 2.9.
Oh, way
I
up
like
there.
that. I think those last two were the best two that we had.
Now you really got me
Again,
off balance.
remember, there's no wrong opinion because it's your opinion. So
Use it. Gosh, I think I will go with you there. I'll say 2.9.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess I'm basing it like against a lot of the American pale ales.
Right. Yep.
So definitely not a bad thing at all.
No, and like I said, of all the beers that we had, I think the oatmeal stout was by far the best one, and I think this last one was probably second.
Yep, right up there.
Yeah, the wheat, that Flyover Wheat, was actually my number 3. I think it was your number 3, but I think overall those were really good.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're doing a pretty good job here with all their beers.
Yeah, and they did deliver our food, so we're going to try that, but it looks very good.
Yes.
And
A lot
like
of
I said,
different things.
It's still a little confusing that it's a barbecue joint, but yet it's decked out in St. Patrick's Day stuff like crazy. So, but we're going to get to that and see how that is. But yeah,
I'd
overall,
recommend definitely if you come to Lee Summit, this is worth a stop.
for sure.
Check it out.
I would too, because like I said, it's a nice place. They got good looking food. I know the appetizer was good.
Yep.
And I think you'd be happy to come in, get a bite to eat, grab a beer, and try it out. And like I said, the fact that they have a dozen of their own beers on tap is pretty cool.
Right.
And I think it was a good trip that we made.
Yeah, no doubt. This is well worth a stop.
Exactly. Well, hey Jim, thank you so much for coming along to Missouri.
Thanks for inviting me.
Definitely. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. And like we always say, we hope your campfire is always warm
And your beers are always cold.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untappd, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.